I well remember when I was at university in the mid 70s, our student union leaders returning from China. And can you imagine it? They put on a slideshow, and for some reason I went along. And the slideshow was how happy all the peasants were under Mao Zedong. And never could they be more happier. But it's not the same thing, or is it, with you going to Israel?
Not the same thing for two reasons, at least. One is, Israel is a thriving liberal democracy, and there's actually a range of views. You're not coming out of an authoritarian regime where all the locals have to sing off the same hymn sheet. I met Israelis who are Jews, who are Arabs, who are Druze, a very small group. In fact, they're the ones being persecuted and killed in Syria at the moment. They have an array of opinions. There are some who say we have to fight this war. There are others who are saying we need peace right now. And the second thing is I've always been independently minded. Any of the listeners can just go and talk to any of the National Party leaders who will confirm that. So while I was happy to be taken across, shown around, I'll make up my own judgments on these matters. And
there was no one hovering over you as to who you'd talk to.
No, not at all. We had set programs during the day, and so we had someone who was driving us and a guide, but that's not to be mistaken for hovering over us. We were allowed to just be. I was at one of the massacre sites called Nova. There's quite a few people around, so I just walked amongst them, talked to them. So there's no monitoring on that front. And then lots of days where I could just go out, particularly in the evenings, and just be. So yeah, I wasn't being monitored. Not that I was aware of.